Hi, I'm Smita Hashim. I lead the product team at Google Maps platform. I hope you have had a happy and healthy 2021. Over the past year, we have listened to and acted on what you wanted from us. We heard that you want to be able to build more contextual and customized experiences, and you told us that you wanted solutions to make it easier for you to address business challenges across retail, financial services, and mobility use cases. As the year comes to a close, I would like to recap some updates we have made to help you build better experiences. Since we are all counting down to the new year, let's count down 10 things we want to make sure you didn't miss. People everywhere use maps to help address a variety of needs, from navigating to a grocery store to seeing what restaurants are nearby, to checking out where apartment rentals are available or what is near a hotel they are considering for their next vacation. A basic map is helpful to users, but when you add more context via style changes or customizing points of interest, the map becomes even more helpful, and this can lead to better business results for you. Last year, we set out on a journey to make it easier for you to create better visual experiences on maps. Since then, we have launched multiple new capabilities to help you do just that. Let us start with improvements we made in our maps. This year, we made cloud-based map styling generally available across JavaScript, Android, and iOS. Cloud-based map styling moves maps customization code off the client and into the cloud. The decoupling of client code and customization code means that you can now create map styles for your brand using cloud-based styling and apply it to any number of your apps across all supported platforms with one click. Cloud-based map styling is the foundation for a growing set of new customization features which provide greater map design flexibility. This includes enhanced POI filtering and boosting, customization by zoom level, illustrated landmarks, and even the ability to style commercial corridors a different color. Together, these features enable developers to customize their maps to better support their users' needs. Let us take a look at a few examples of maps customized with cloud-based map styling. Let's look at 3 industry-specific examples. On the left, you can see how a travel company might filter POIs to show nearby restaurants, make landmarks more prominent, and stylize business corridors, making them easier to recognize. In the middle, an auto parts company might filter out competing POIs, but preserve nearby restaurants to give users a sense of what they can do while they wait for their car to be serviced. And a ride-sharing company might highlight specific pickup locations on the map, along with Google-provided building footprints. This can give their users more context so they can have a better pickup experience. Now let's go over updates that will help you add new visual dimensions to your maps experiences. I think you'll agree when you see these that these visualizations will help you bring the data to life. They will give users an intuitive way to navigate and understand the real-world data like no spreadsheet can. And these types of visualizations can be used to enhance a multitude of geospatial use cases. This year, we added several WebGL-powered maps features, tilt, rotation, and WebGL overlay view. With these new features, you have a fundamentally new way to build mapping experiences. For years, developers have been using overlay view to draw in 2 dimensions over the top of the map. But for as much as you could do with the overlay view, it only allowed you to render on a transparent layer that effectively floats above the map. With WebGL overlay view, you get direct hooks into the life cycle of the exact same WebGL rendering context we used to render the vector base map. This means you can now build experiences that were previously impossible with the Maps JavaScript API. Let us look at the mini map of Big Love. Mini combined the best of WebGL overlay view and vector maps to draw rally routes across Munich. Plus, they added custom 3D markers and places details to encourage map exploration, all on a tilted map that brings it to life with a fun, fresh perspective. Mini launched the collaborative Map of Big Love campaign during the International Auto Show in Munich in September. This year, we also worked with Carto to enable use of DeckGL with WebGL overlay view. Now you can take advantage of DeckGL's wide variety of 2D and 3D visualizations to create new levels of mapping experiences. For example, DeckGL's hexagon layer is useful for visualizing rich aggregated data. You can define the colors of the heights of the hexagon using a property such as population. In this Carto example, you can see how the population of Texas is concentrated in a few large urban areas. Check out more cloud-based map styling demos and examples of what you can do in the Maps Customization Gallery on our website. Next up are improvements to the Map SDK for Android. Version 18 introduces a new renderer which optimizes a tile serving and rendering architecture. This can help to reduce network load, on-device processing, and memory consumption for a more stable and smoother end-user experience. You will also see specific improvements with map labels. Now more fluid and clearly positioned, they pave the way for future marker management features. In addition, enhanced overall gesture handling makes for better animations and smoother panning and zooming. Because the Maps SDK for Android continues to be distributed as part of the Google Play Services SDK, you can upgrade to version 18 along with all its improvements with no increase to your APK size. To make sure your map experiences reflect the Google Maps of today, a new enhanced basemap is now rolling out across our API and SDK versions. It will become the default map across all supported surfaces next year. With the new basemap, using a new satellite color mapping technique, your maps will get one of the most comprehensive views of natural features. These changes will bring a whole new sense of place to your maps. Your users, for example, will be able to clearly make out natural features like Iceland's landscape in greater detail. Number 6 is one we are especially happy to report. Last year, we began a renewed effort to be more accessible out of the box. Our goal is to give developers the tools they need to ensure their map experience is built for everyone. The Maps JavaScript API has supported keyboard controls for map interactions like panning and zooming since 2005. But we heard that it has been difficult for your users to discover what the keyboard shortcuts are. The new keyboard shortcuts dialog is designed to help make it easier to understand what controls are available. In addition, markers now default to the image accessibility role or the button accessibility role if they are interactive. Users are now also able to navigate interactive markers by keyboard using the arrow keys. And when you supply a title for a marker, the text is also used for the accessibility label. One of the most used UI components on Maps is the info window. Info windows now have the ability to automatically manage tab focus into and out of it when opened and closed. We are committed to continuously making accessibility improvements. This is just the beginning. Number 5 is part of our efforts to modernize the developer experience and make it easier for you to build with us. We have expanded promises support in the weekly channel alongside the pre-existing callback pattern for asynchronous methods. Promises provide benefits like reducing complexity through convenient syntax and eliminating deeply nested callbacks. The addition of promises is part of a larger effort to support modern JavaScript, including support for TypeScript. One convenient feature of promises is you can now use async await as seen in this example. With this pattern, an exception will be thrown if the API call was not successful and the promise was rejected. The rest of the list will focus on new and improved solutions designed to help solve your most common business challenges. We will start with retail solutions. While e-commerce continues to rise, majority of sales continue to be done in stores. Based on the latest US Census report on retail sales in Q3 of this year, 87% of sales were in stores. And convenience in retail shopping continues to be ever more critical for consumers. Google search data shows that searches for available near me have grown globally by over 100% since last year, while searches for who has a specific product in stock have increased by 8,000% year over year. Using product locator, retailers can show nearby stores that have an item in stock. This year, we provided you with an implementation guide on how to easily build a product locator that shows product availability at nearby stores. Product locators work. A study conducted by Shopify found that showcasing local inventory boosted key store metrics, and once in store, 45% of customers actually bought more than what they had come into the store for. We also shared through an updated Store Locator Plus guide how to make the store locators more informative and engaging. With Locator Plus, we showed how you can add offers redeemable in store, enable online scheduling for appointments or services, or even give users the option to text directions to their mobile phones. Whether you want to increase online conversions or drive store visits, we hope our retail solution guides will help you highlight the information your customers are looking for. Let us next move on to financial services solutions. An estimated $68 trillion in wealth is transferring from baby boomers to millennials. Millennials have high expectations on speed, ease of use, and up to 50% of them are willing to switch for a better digital experience. Our financial services solution guides can help you improve customer experience, security, and operations. First, let's look at enriched transactions. Transaction statements are often hard for customers to understand. They often use abbreviations instead of merchant names that customers recognize. The Enriched Transactions Guide shows you how you can make transactions recognizable for your users by adding info like the merchant name, business category, a photo of the storefront, its location on a map, and more. You can further help customers easily visualize their spend patterns by displaying their transactions on a Google map. This gives your customer insights about where and how they spend money. Making transactions easier to recognize boosts consumer confidence. Reports have shown an increase in Net Promoter Score of 15% or higher and a decrease in costly support calls by about 67%. Next, we'll cover quick and verified sign-up. Manually entered addresses are prone to errors. Our quick and verified sign-up solution guide shows how you can make sign-ups faster, suggesting nearby addresses with just a few thumb taps. Quick and verified signups also provide one additional level of address verification that helps reduce the risk of fraudulent account signups. Across the industry, companies have decreased fraudulent account setups by approximately 30% through using geospatial data to verify customer identities. Next, let's talk about mobility solutions. The way that people and goods move is changing rapidly. Consumers expect services to be immediate and on demand. e-commerce deliveries are expected to double by 2026. Our mobility solutions power on-demand rides and deliveries, and this year we made multiple improvements to help drivers, end users, and fleet operators. Our Nav SDK lets you embed the Google Maps navigation experience within your own driver applications. To help you better support drivers, we have made several enhancements. For example, in the navigation view, you can now display 2D building footprints and numbers, so drivers have more context on arrival. Specifically, these pinpoint to them where to pick up or drop off riders or deliveries. This year, we also introduced location selection capability that lets you choose and highlight potential pickup locations and delivery points. Location selection is now in beta. Using location selection and Nav SDK, you can highlight building entrances, building footprints, and other map boundaries as drivers are approaching their destination to give them important map context. With location selection, you can also significantly improve user pickup experiences. You can provide users a choice of potential pickup points that are easy to recognize and reachable. And you can furthermore rank pickup points by walking distance or ETA to destination. This not only helps drivers, but gives users confidence by helping them select the best pickup location for their upcoming trip. For fleet operators, a fleet management product can now take in multiple location signals to determine the location for a given vehicle. This helps improve location accuracy of the vehicle. We also improved ETS for motorbikes by specifically focusing on attributes unique to two-wheelers, such as the ability to travel on narrow roads. Our systems account for differences in congestion and traffic flow in different regions to recommend routes that may be better for motorbikes. But we are not done here. We are working on updates to help you deliver even better experiences to all stakeholders, consumers, drivers, and fleet operators. We will wrap up our top 10 list with a fun one. We relaunched our Google Maps platform website to help you better understand the products and solutions that are best suited for your objectives. With the new website, you can directly access developer documentation for each product to get started quickly. You can also use the cost calculator to estimate usage and associated costs before getting started. Check it out. Thank you for continuing to travel on this journey with us. We are thrilled to see the inspiring experiences you have built this year, and we're excited to see what you will build for your users next year. If you have questions about any of what we went over today, please share them via the sidebar, and we'll get back to you. Happy holidays, and have a great new year.